Hello there, everyone. Welcome back to some more Let's Play Aeon of the Sands. In the last episode, we left the oasis with Kalka and ventured more towards the west. Night fell over the desert, and when we woke up, we were just about to be eaten by a giant sand crawler. We fought it and some of its offspring off in that area, and in particular, thanks to Kalka's amazing halberd, we're able to decimate it. The battle was a bit much for Centrani, though, who threw up all over the place at the end of the fight, but found a bronze sword in his, dinner, as it were. We then continued more to the west and found a sinkhole. Apparently, several people wanted to go down there, and I'm pretty sure that Courtney had been wondering or talking out loud to herself down in that sinkhole about how thirsty she was. But we heard her and answered her. After a brief exchange of pleasantries and inquiries, we let her know that we had a faucet, and she was interested in getting it. And so, up she climbed the rope out of the sinkhole to get it from us. We traded to her for the information that there was a caravan out here which had been chased by a rather large band of nomads, but no other information about where it could possibly have gone. She then turned to go back down when she was complaining about not really wanting to climb down all that way. We had a little awkward exchange with her, something about dating and love at the very end of it. But we were also apparently suffering from heat stroke at the time and collapsed. Courtney made sure that we recovered, and then, after we thanked her for saving us, she volunteered to help us. It sounds like she's probably a rover and felt a little bit of pity given how green we are. Maybe she also thinks we're cute, even though she didn't say that. She said the opposite. Maybe she's just toying with us. And so she has joined us. After she made as well a rather interesting flail that you can see here out of that water faucet. Looks like that's really going to hurt someone when you smack someone with it. And thus we have our party of 3. We then ventured back to an area that had a question mark in it, and I discovered this area is filled with cybernetic ants. And there are these giant eggs and pillars of eggs and cables, electrical parts, metal, and slime in this area. We've discovered a note which seems to hint that the caravan had gone south from here at some point. So we will probably be going south ourselves to see if we can locate where it is. You know what? It just occurred to me last episode I didn't show our current stats or anything of the sort. So here is Centrani currently. Looks like we're going to be making him into a fighter/mage in the end, which is precisely what Kalka is. So 2 fighter mages, with the range support coming from Courtney. Should I hover over their equipment? You know, I don't think you guys care very much. So if you're playing along, you can see what gear my characters have here. And that will do. Alright, so let's pick up where we left off. As you can see as well, I waited around a little bit to let the wounds we're taking from walking on all the rust flowers to heal. And we're good to go. Now, I guess I'll say this really quick. You're going to hear me talk, and we're going to see me cut the recording frequently when we walk on a little too many rust flowers, waiting for the damage to heal. If we had done things a little differently and gone in different directions, I would have quite a sizable amount of healing items at this moment. But we don't. And so, well, I'm going to need to wait around and heal. It's a bit awkward, I know. I myself don't tend to enjoy games that have, or rather, I tend not to like those mechanics of waiting around to heal. But in this case, well, I'm old, almost 50. I've played games that are a lot more unforgiving than this, and it gives me an excuse to run around and do dishes and fold laundry and stuff like that while I just let the game run in the background and do other things. So, I don't mind very much. But I feel it's important to you guys to note that I am doing that, and I like telling you how much time it took so you have an idea of how much time it takes to heal after a bit. The healing rate doesn't seem to matter if you're standing still or walking around, so if you think an area is clear of enemies or you're backtracking, you probably won't notice a little bit of damage that becomes naturally, that your characters naturally regenerate over time. I myself don't really mind it too much. And it does make me hesitate before walking through such. Oh, by the way, I haven't described this part yet. Death in the game. So, your characters can die in the game, and unlike other games of this sort, when they do die, that's the end of them. They're dead. You don't get to resurrect them. What this means... How can I do this, by the way? I can't. What this means is that, well... if Kalka or Courtney die, they are immediately removed from your group, and everything that they were carrying is dropped at the spot you were standing on. If Citrani dies, the game ends, and you reload. I will give myself 2 reloads in an area if I lose somebody. But otherwise, if we do lose someone, I'm just going to have to deal with the fact that they're gone. Now, Cybernetic ants, looks like they can drop a roll of electric cable. Cleanses air mana and recover 31 mana. Wires of unknown origin. Useful to collect the mana of the skies. And a nutrients tube. We know what this does already. That heals a little bit of hit points. Courtney has 3 healing items. Sentry has... Oh, sorry, 2. I'll give it to you, Sentry. Now, what's interesting is that when I first started this game, I thought this was a rather, like, low-tech world. But we've now found electrical cable. And there's, like, a tube of nutrients here. Probably, like, MREs. That's interesting. And we're seeing, like, a first aid kit. There's also a rebreather mask and stuff of that sort. So I expected there to be some level of technology here. But the cabling hinted to me that the technology level is at least potentially equal to our world, right? Earth, or modern times. Modern times being, in this case, July 5th, 2022. Hello, everyone. If you were an American, by the way, happy 4th of July to you. The day just passed. This is all a bunch of rust flowers, but I want as much of the fog of war off my map as possible. Hope you guys had a great 4th of July. If you're not American, I hope you just had a great weekend, everyone. It's a federal holiday, and I am very blessed because where I work, I am given off on federal holidays. Almost all federal holidays. So I was off on a nice 3-day weekend. That's a cloak we left behind. There's a few more of these lasers. Not lasers. Electrical pulse cannons? Pulse cannons? Let's call them pulse cannons. Out and about. Mark that as another. I don't want any of this fog of war here, because that hints to me that I haven't explored this area, which means that there's the potential for loot lying around that we might not have missed. Perhaps more ants to kill. I don't see anything. You guys also, if you've watched any of my videos, you know by now I hate fog of war. Rather, I like it because it tells me I haven't been there before, but I like having a nice, clean, fully explored map. If I can get it. Let's point you in that direction. I see no treasure there. Ooh, I do see some rocks, though. Very important in case we want to leave these on, say, pressure plates. And nothing else. Okay. I wonder how these objects allow you to channel magic in this world. I wonder... Oh! We can actually... I didn't look at these, did I? Your basic Cybernetic spark plug. Edgy and warm stone-like thing with some energy resonance. These things remind me of like the Stalker artifacts, things that were brought into this world through the corruption or irradiated areas of the zone, which seem to be the world in this instance that we're venturing in. To my knowledge, this is not Earth or anything of that sort. This is indeed another planet or another just game setting. And one of the reasons why I like this game, or one of the many reasons I like this game, is because the setting is not normal, as it were. This is not like a your standard elf and dwarf area to explore in. Well, that looks promising. Let's see what's in here. A thunder of metal and dirt booms around the clearing as a towering spire comes crashing down just a few steps in front of Citrani, sending him tumbling legs into the air. And what is more, calling the attention of the nightmarish ants that tirelessly skitter around in unfathomable frenzy. As the dust clears, the clerk realizes with terror that the access to the low structure that promised him shelter is hopelessly blocked by tons of twisted sharp-edged scraps. Still, he would risk the gloomy prospect of death by tetanus, trying to slowly climb over them. However, there's not enough time, because the ants rush to the barricade. And those pillars collapsed, and we have an ant showing up here. Hello, ants. Forgot how expensive stamina-wise Chain Lightning is. 12 mana to cast it. Oh, sorry, 12 stamina to cast it. It's only 2 mana, so she's not looking to run out. Maybe we should give her the gold ring, actually, so she can cast more of that. I don't mind her losing a little bit of mana and prot. On that note, though, oh, uh-oh. I heard that was the sound of the laser firing. Uh-oh. Help, I'm a little confused. And tough ants out here today. You see a pool of corrosive goo. So the ants sound like they defended the entrance here and collapsed some of their towers to prevent us from getting in. Good on them. Makeshift cover shield. -2 agility, +4 prot. I think I prefer my 8 stamina +3 plot sandalwood shield to this. The best defense is to distract opponents with bad patchworking as you flee. We're not going to need that. I can stay here. Do you know what we're going to do? Something I have done in the past, but not for this game. I'm going to leave a pile of stuff here, because I know we can come back here later. So anything I don't intend on taking, I'll leave here for the time being. There's no chest or vault or bank, to my knowledge, where you will be able to store things. And we're not likely to discover any huge cities out here in the desert that will be welcoming to someone who's lived under a Konami tree for as long as Sentry has. In other words, I don't think they'd accept my currency. They'd probably be amazed that I'm not a slave. The first time I did this area, I was alone. Is that right? No, I wasn't alone. I had another person with me who was surprisingly effective at helping me deal with these ants, but in a way that I didn't originally anticipate he would be helpful. I'm being a bit vague in case one of you guys picks up this game and plays or something of the sort. But, oh crap, and now I'm having a senior moment because I completely forgot what was going on this tangent. I think the ants were a little more lucrative during that time because I had quite a bit more recovery items from them. That looks like the worst pool of ooze imaginable. Rust flowers and ooze there. There's a big area to the south we haven't walked in. Let's see if we can make our way there. It gave me to sound like we have infinite ants spawning, but I have not seen that to be the case up here. What was happening there is that pulse cannon was busy firing at the ant. Thank you, pulse cannon. Hello. Cold stone. Elemental water recovery. A tiny ice-cold pebble, edgy with magical properties. Poultice. Smelly paste, supposedly beneficial in supposedly beneficial wraps. We could use more healing items. A bronze hatchet. A tarnished small axe, made of bronze. Not rusty, though. We will take it. Am I actually going to use it? I guess we can just take it, Tim. You can just hold on to it and leave it in your pile of crap. I thought I saw something there, but okay. I thought I saw some more coiled wire. I did not. Another turret here. And I'm guessing this must be another turret. Take that! Fog of War. If I want to go around, we gotta go all the way around. Ah! I'd rather not walk on the rust flowers if I can help it. Okay, we're not going to get on that side of the fence without walking on some prickly flowers. I see no reason to go north through those. Other than the fog of war is there mocking me. But it can stay there and make fun of me. Sticks and stones can hurt my bones, but rust flowers are what hurts me. Let's go all the way back up here. Because there is a very cleverly hidden secret. We'll walk here. And of course, I'm nowhere near what I was just describing. Just a heads up. Yes, but more fog of war is gone. Look how beautiful this map looks. Look at this. Look at that. That is absolutely gorgeous. An almost fully no fog of war in most of the spots map. Oh, I remember now what I wanted to say. When I was here last time, what I had done to help me fight the ants was mark every single rust flower location with pits. And I would use the mini-map to walk around and glance down at that when I was fighting them. I soon realized that it wasn't required because if the ants they're not all rushing me all at once. I don't need to dance around in a small area. But I felt compelled to continue that process since I had started it so diligently. What a waste of time. Although it would certainly seem that we are about to actually have that occur to us right here and now. Good job, guys. We managed to win against 3 of them there. Okay, so this looks like a tunnel of some sort. Well, not really a tunnel, but a passage beyond this gate. Let's see where this takes us. Through more rust flowers. I still think that's an amazing name for that. I'm gonna have to use something like that in my campaign. Hello, ant. Oh! I did not realize you'd be able to go on that side of me. Centrani, let's not have you have so much mana. Saturation. Ah. Oh! Okay, even though it's not on the map, it looks like this is a little clearing. We can't actually walk in it. That means I'm going to need to wait here a bit to recover some of my mana. I'm sorry, my life. Darn it, I'm still also carrying this bronze hatchet. Am I going to use this? No. I'm just going to leave it here. Well, I guess I'll hold on to it. Okay, and now I am going to wait here, everyone, for a bit. So I will be back. I'm just going to go off screen for a bit to let my life regenerate, and then we'll push on past more rust flowers. Alright, guys. I'm back. Been about 12 minutes. Let's step on some more rust... some more rust flowers. And, well... Now that our life is at, 50%, that we don't have an abundance of other items, let's, let's keep going for a little bit and explore a little more, and hopefully we'll recover enough life that I'm willing to step there to grab whatever that is. Okay, we have an ant as well. I was about to start laughing and saying how we're going to cut the recording again and wait another 12 minutes for our life to recover. Come on, ant. I'm right here. Good hits. Good hits. Good job, Kalka. We need to get her a better one-handed weapon so she does some actual damage there. Could swap her back to her halberd, I suppose. So that item in this is, I think, another poultice. That's either a poultice or it's more of that that ant salve for fire use. I don't feel like we need it. Oh! Oh! Hey! I get to show you something that we haven't seen before. Or maybe we saw before, but I never talked about it much. The game has rotators in it, is what I call them. When we walk south of space, we will be rotated 180 degrees, or rather up just to the north, as you saw. See if I move it into this direction. Okay, so this rotates us to the north whenever we step into this spot. So what I tend to do is mark these spots on the map. So if I'm looking at my mini-map, I'm aware that there is a rotator there. Get rid of all of the fog of war, as much of it as I can reach. Hello, ant. You know, chain lightning makes it sound like it would hit multiple... Oh, enemies! It does! It fires in a straight line. Whew, good job, guys. more ants defeated. We have at least one more. Yes! Some more nutrients. What is this? Some rations. Processed food rations. Luxuriously packaged complete meal. Not as nearly as good as advertised. We can probably take the hit now. Let's go back and pick up whatever the heck that was that we saw. Poultice or ant blood. We're going to... Well, we might not want it. We're going to take it anyway. Let's go and get it. Oh, as I step in rust flowers I didn't need to step in. That's a shame, Tim. Why'd you do that? It's a poultice. Okay. Give this to you, Courtney. Get ourselves back around and move back south to continue to explore this area. The fact that we're finding items is a good hint that there might be other items to find down here. What a bit of a maze. Made worse by the fact that we... Oh, there's another rotator here, I think. Yep. I'm gonna mark that. It's super important to me for some reason that I mark all these. Right, that's a dead end. Or rather, filled with rust flowers. Although a potential way to get us out of this map. That could stay there at the moment. I know we haven't fully explored this place. Hello. What are these? Fletchets. 12 damage by Flechette. Unmovable for 0.6 seconds. Looks like there is a mound of some sort here, and an item in front of it. I hear another ant somewhere. A dead body that I think we've searched before that we can't reach. I don't know how we get to that. Another stone. I guess Courtney's currently our stone holder. Fancy old tunic. Plus 2 int, plus 8 mana. Very out of fashion, yet tasty tunic. A bit smelly and moth-eaten. No penalties associated with it, though. No prot associated with it either. I guess you can wear it at the moment, Centrani, and we can have Courtney be our tank, actually, since she is wearing plus 2 prot armor, and no one else now is. That's so weird. That's so weird. But we'll keep you in the front, Centrani. It feels like you should be the tank and guard these ladies. And moving up into that pit brings us in downstairs into something that looks quite different. I'm not paid enough to risk my life like this. I agree, Centrani. Forget wooden doors. This is the real deal. You'll need no other door after this one, except if you get more holes too close in your walls, in which case this door would be useless. Flat stone token. By looking at the flat stone token, you notice scratched numbers 2, 4, 0, 1. I never discovered what those are for. I think we will keep this. On the off chance we do this time around. Alright, guys. A shaky, trembling metal cage. A breeze flows out of it. So some sort of ventilation system. Not that Citrani's probably ever seen something like this before. We flip those switches and it opens this doorway up. We're nothing without our words. Words like illiteracy. Very, very clever, developer. Very clever. I like it. So, this would look like a research lab of some sort. A badly burned wall. I wonder what happened to it. But we are going with this was some sort of power station up above. I'm a little nervous about where to point these. We don't want all of these guns pointing to the north, or we are likely to be zapped by them. Let's rotate that one in that direction and move up more. Another badly burnt wall. I'm guessing the ants weren't originally here. Good job, Kalka. So, this area on the other side of this pillar... Or, actually, let's wait for another ant to show up. It looks like they're rushing us. Well, not rushing us, but kind of slowly attacking us. And show you this. That right there. An ant's dig. Ants appear to get out of there at an alarming pace. That is a spawner. We can leave it there. In which case, we can have an endless swarm of ants show up, if we so wish. And we can kill them over and over and over again, and see what it is that they drop. In case you want to farm them for stat increases or items that they could potentially leave behind. I'm going to try to leave that spawner there, so I can come back here and kill ants while waiting for our life to regenerate at certain points. In case we need to do that sort of thing. As you can see, the ants do spawn rather quickly. Oh, okay, that one's running away from us. That's fine. Let's push on then. A dead body. So someone made it down here at some... or maybe these bodies are rather old. There was a rope, though, that led down here, so someone else managed to reach this location ahead of us. More eggs covered in muck. Face that gun turret out then that direction. Pull the switches. Might as well pull it. Probably opens the door someplace we'll be glad to have opened. Or maybe we shouldn't pull it until we know what exactly that opens. job, Courtney. The other blast you can do from chain lightning is mana bolt, which I think increases the saturation of the target. Magnetized iron taken. A tingling reagent for basic electrical spells. An ant stig. Ants appear to get out of here at an alarming pace, so we can destroy that. And now that spawner will never spawn again. Another dead body. There are secret buttons on some of these walls, and I did not find all of them when I had been here last. As a heads up, there were some doors I could not figure out how to open. So I'm imagining that will be the case this time as well. A shut door? We probably know how that opens. Oh, or not. A very fit-looking lever. I bet it exercises a lot. There's a hole in this wall. Looks like it can squeeze through. The group is too large to crawl through the ant tunnel. I think maybe if Citrani was alone he could do so, but I've never been in this area alone. Well, that doesn't open that door. Let's not have that face in that direction. I don't want that blasting us. It's the only other lever that we found. I suppose since there's no spawner here and no other enemies, I can very quickly scan these walls and look to see if I notice where the secret is. If there's a second type of secret button. I'm not sure what I'm looking for, but I know what one of them looks like. And I don't see it there. Alright, flip the switch. This is opened up for us. Sounds like most of the hostiles are up ahead somewhere. And to the right. Okay, a nice large empty room effectively. I'm pretty sure I can figure out the words on this, or invent them. It looks like we should be able to interact with something here, but I've never been able to figure out what goes into this. It's not this stone item. The desert seems less dangerous in this place. Maybe I should go back. Citrani is a coward. Doesn't want to do any of this. And I can't blame him, quite honestly. He is used to a much easier life than this. And not used to risking his life in the pursuit of treasure. We're nothing without our words. Words like illiteracy. Well, I guess we're flipping this switch. Let's actually explore this area first. We have more pulse turrets here. And another nutrient tube. We definitely could use the healing items. And another door. Let's see if this switch opens that door. Does. Let's see if any ants come out of it. We'll give them a few minutes. That's a yes. Let's wait a little longer. This would seem to be another location which we have a spawner up ahead. We'll wait here a little bit longer, and maybe have 2 more ants get destroyed by these before we ourselves move forward. So what have we seen the ants drop so far? Silica crystals, nutrient tubes, and magnetized iron. Air mana reduction items, water mana reduction items, and health restore items. So this looks like a good place to farm them. We don't even have to raise our hand at all. But we'll now disable those. Oh man, this is kind of tricky to fight through so many of them. Okay, another spawner destroyed. Might not be a spawner here. Let's get at least 1 more ant. And if the map is to be believed, it looks like this will take us back to the entry room where we started. The music here reminds me of Fallout, and the feeling of this location reminds me of it as well. Let's see if we left anything on the ground around here. I don't think we did. Trani, we could leave, but I think your group is strong enough to keep pushing forward a bit longer. I'm going to quickly scan the walls, see if I missed anything. I don't remember there being a whole lot of secret buttons on this floor, if any. Badly burned wall. This wall is battered and burned. Poor thing. Feel bad for those walls, man. They hold you, you know, they cover for you all the time and shield you from things you really don't want hitting you. I can understand how sorrowful it is to see them blasted and burned. Well, looks like we're flipping the switch. A new enemy, everyone. Moving turrets. Moving turrets are immune to electrical damage, which you wouldn't think they would be. They're also immune to, oh no. Oh no! They're also immune to water damage, so we need to change up our equipment at this moment. Oh, they do good damage with those pulses of theirs as well. And as you can see, they move extraordinarily quickly. Now, they're being turrets and all, they don't need to be right next to their targets. Good job, girls. Thank you. We can hear at least one more. Sounds like some, yep, ants are around here as well. that was a nasty ambush. Holy crap, good for them. You see that? An ant on the left and right-hand side of me. Oh no, there's another moving... There's so many moving turrets down here. I don't want to be shot. That's a quick way for we can be killed. I will let us be shot once so you guys can see what that's like. Okay, let's let this shoot us. Oh, let's let this shoot us. You take 3 hits, with each hit dealing 2 points of electrical energy to you. Woo! A fun little fight that was, and we get some more magnetized iron. Suddenly, we went from having no real air recovery items to having a bunch of them. Unfortunately, we're gonna fight more of those, turrets going forward in this location. An empty plaque. Is this even metal? A angled alcove. I guess nobody can like that. It's for a niche market at best. I approve. I approve of the pun. And I can hear another moving turret somewhere. And an ant. And the turrets also drop magnetized iron. A bunch of microbiotic pills. Dried up, ground, salted, and packaged bananas mostly. Tasteless, yet nutritious. More silica crystals. A glassy eye stares back at me in an endless contest. I'm guessing no one from Patella has seen a computer system before, and they wouldn't know what to do with it had they seen it. Looks like a window of some sort? Covered in glass? Unheard of. I can't imagine windows are something new. They make glass in Patella. They must have windows, and someone must have thought, let's put glass in them. To keep out the bugs, if nothing else, that must assail them from time to time. A condenser. Measure of saltpeter. A good reagent for fire and land spells. Even though I don't intend her to use it at all, we're going to give Courtney the fire magic at the moment. She is not attuned, so I'm going to attune her as well. Since, however, we will be fighting more of these things, the turrets in particular, we're going to go heavy in on non-elemental damage at the moment. Some quarrels. A bolt quiver taken. A quiver with crossbow bolts. You need a crossbow to use this. Oh my god. I'm guessing these people were pinned in here and killed by the ants. Another empty, mangled alcove. A first aid kit. That's nice to have. And now, we went from having no real amount of healing items to having quite a substantial amount of them. Another bolt quiver. Just a single empty block there to look at. which is a way down. Well, I think we'll go up first. Going down seems to put us deeper into the ant and turret-held territory. Up just closer to the surface. Hello. A Zot. Oh, what the heck? You scared the hell out of me, ant! What are you doing here? Where'd you even come from? Good God, that scared the hell out of me. A buzzing Zot. Mana class elemental air. Can cast a greater mana bolt for 2 damage, 10 mana poison damage at range 4. 8 mana. 5-second cooldown. No stamina cost, though. Heat. 20 damage. 6 stamina. 9 mana. I believe heat works similar to our ice crystals. It's 10 damage twice. And electrical arc. 3 electrical damage over 1.1 seconds. For -7 stamina and 13 mana. Electrical arc is interesting because I'm almost positive it's not supposed to be used on enemies, because it doesn't do a good amount of damage at all. I think there must be something else it's used with. In any case, this still won't really help us down here, but it gives me an option of having 2 characters using air magic, and we're going to be finding quite a bit more of this. So we may actually have Centrani also have a bunch of air items to use. I think we're going... well... That storage, Tim, is far away from where you are at the moment, but I'm going to leave our sling behind here. We'll hold on to the crossbow bolts and bring those out with us. Damage Trooper Suit. -1 agility, -6 mana, -5 stamina, +4 prot. This must have been very cool, a vest when new, with a tough fabric, bumpers and protective pauldrons, but it's badly ripped and torn now. So it's more restrictive. What's your stats currently, Citrani? No, we're not going to use it. Let's head upstairs. Tim says going in the wrong direction. More turrets. And a pulse cannon. I don't like long hallways. Long hallways are great for these turrets to zap us in. A medical kit that can stay there at the moment until I'm sure. Yep, about to say there's no hostiles here. We're running all the way away. You gotta admit, we're really skilled if we can outrun a bolt from a weapon of any sort. That's not like it's like a fire from a gun, but we're faster than it. Good job, guys. Good job. It's weird. I thought I saw something, for instance, on that wall. Nothing's there. Another med kit, which probably have it. I'm pretty sure I can figure out the words on this. Or invent them. Sounds like there's some ants on the other side of that door. That door can stay there. Depleted sonic baton taken. Short metallic club with some odd wiring and a tiny plate near the handle. No way to tell its purpose, as it looks fried. Still, very well balanced. Offhand item. +1 agility, +1 strength. It's not terrible. We'll hold on to that at the moment. I guess we can flip this. Actually, no. Let's leave that alone at the moment. I don't like the sounds that are coming on from the other side of that. We hear another walking turret somewhere down these passages. And nothing but a door down here. No hostiles either. I'm going to walk back while looking at this wall briefly, just to see if I notice any secrets here. I don't recall there being any illusionary walls in this particular place, which is good. That wouldn't make a whole lot of sense, although it could be explained by some sort of holographic field for a place like this, but I don't remember ever finding an illusionary wall. Doesn't mean there isn't any. I don't remember seeing them. Oh, Courtney, you don't have any sling stones left. Oop, missed. Good job, guys. Good job. And we have 2 levers, 3 levers in this room. One of these, this one I'm pretty sure, will shut the door below us. And it did so. So that leaves these 2 switches. Wait a few seconds. Open the door to the south. And this one shuts the door leading out of this zone. And everyone, we've been playing for about an hour, so we'll do a little bit more exploring, but we'll stop probably here. Or very, very soon. Let's clear the next passages. An empty alcove. The caravan didn't end here for sure. But maybe I can scavenge some useful stuff here? Hope so, Centrani. And 2 more doors which are shut. No further progress, it would look like. But that's because we haven't pressed the secret button in this hallway. Which is right here. You guys see it? Secret button. Yet another gibberish pusher. I have no clue what that could be trying to tell us. Looks like glowing runes to me. We do have a switch here. Let's go ahead and mark it. But not throw it yet. We don't see anything else, but there are absolutely other ants or defenses here because we see more of these eggs. And we can hear them crawling around. Let's clear these passages, but we won't open any more doors, everyone, and then we'll call the session at that point. And off screen, I can go around and look for, other secrets. We can actually interact with some of the screens that we find as well. I'm going to mark these down, but not interact with them. We'll come back and look at what these terminals say in the next episode. Big long hallways. Hit the wrong hotkey. It sucked. Oh man, look at these bodies. Blood everywhere. Must be fresh deaths then. And we have another switch here. I hear the sound of something clicking nearby too. Sounds like a fan or something. More nutrients, another condenser. Very soon, we're not going to need any more mana recovery items. We already have more than what we know what to do with. For air magic, at least. Steadily trembling metal cage, a breeze flows out of it. A dead body and a blood stain. And another one of those here. Badly burnt suit, similar to the one that we have already. -4 stamina, +2 prot. I don't particularly care about this suit. It can stay there. And everyone, I will stop here. We come back, we'll throw more switches, we'll look at what this terminal might have on it, and we'll explore more of this. I'm going to go with power plant at the moment, and I will see you guys in the next one. Take care, everyone.